education and training for MDPrevent, and this is our very first cooking demonstration in our kitchen with guests. So I thank you all for being here. I'd also like to introduce Angela. Hello. Angela is a very unique individual as far as her talents go. Angela is an instructional designer, and what an instructional designer is, they work with people that are experts in nutrition, fitness, and things like that, and they help make the education fun and interesting. And that's why Angela's here with me today. She's going to make things interesting and fun. Okay. So, how many of you find it a little bit difficult to come up with recipes that are both delicious and healthy? Me too. So one of our friends, two of my friends back here helped us put together the recipes that we're demonstrating today. And the first thing that we're going to start off with is hummus. How many of you have tried homemade hummus?
She's giving me the eyes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the last one.
So this would be a treat for those of you who haven't tried it before. I'd like to invite everyone to follow along, keep me straight, follow along in the recipe and make sure that I'm doing it right. Okay, so we're on the hummus recipe, which is on the bottom of one of the sides. Everybody take a moment to look at the items that are in the recipe. And then I'd like for someone to tell me what the first thing is that I need to do. Mince the garlic. Ta-da! Already done.
Okay, hold on just 1 second.
That was pretty fast.
Why don't you show everybody what it looks like?
Okay, that's a fantastic idea. So what you do is you take the garlic out of the clove, you lay it down on your kitchen counter, and with the flat side of your knife, you smush it. And then you take your knife and chop. You can use a garlic chopper.
This just happens to be my best friend.
Oh, I thought you were pointing at me.
No. Yes.
Okay, now what do I do? What's next?
Mince.
I mince the garlic, okay. And then what's the next thing after that? What do I need next? Then you need chickpeas. Chickpeas. Voila. Now, very inexpensive. You can buy beans and soak them. Or if you're in a rush, you can have them in the cupboard in a can. But if you have them in a cupboard in a can, you need to rinse them off. Why might that be? What do you think in a can? That's right. Is salt our friend? No. Okay. So that's the next thing. And after that, now what? Yes, sir.
Soak them. Aren't you supposed to soak them overnight?
Yes.
Because people don't even know. Because I remember when you have beans, like lentil beans, all these beans, you're supposed to let them know that they soak overnight. Wait.
Absolutely. As a
And
matter of fact,
then you can boil them also afterwards.
as a matter of fact,
On that.
I'll show you.
Information.
These are beans that were purchased and soaked overnight, just like you said. So excuse me. And you see they're really big and plump.
So what do? You soak them overnight and then you boil them the next day?
Yes.
But when you soak it overnight, you lose the outside, the
It softens it.
Yeah. So what happens when you soak them overnight is a lot of times these little skins will just come right off. Yeah.
and that's important also.
Yes. Okay, good questions. All right, next, what am I doing next, guys? Salt. Salt, a little bit of salt, right? We're going to be very careful. And I recommend that when you're adding salt to your dish that you don't hold your salt container over your dish. Why might that be? You might get a little bit too much salt. So what I do is I put my salt on something else, or I might put it in my hand, look, and then I add my salt. Okay, what next? Olive oil. How much olive oil? 2 tablespoons, okay?
What's the,
Lisa, our dietitian, can you join us in the kitchen, please?
what's the difference between, say, extra virgin olive oil and regular olive oil?
Do we have an answer to that question?
Well, extra virgin olive oil is the one you want to get.
That's for dieting.
Not just for dieting, for the health benefit of the olive, to get the pure, that it's not mixed with anything else or processed on its way over here. A lot of the olive oil is coming in from other places, so you want to get 100% extra virgin olive oil. And this is from Costco. I don't know who shops at Costco, but it's pretty economical, and this container could probably last you a year.
Not first cold.
This one here is not first cold. Yes, it is.
Very good. Very good. The other thing about your oils is don't store them on the countertop. Put them inside the cupboard where the light doesn't get to them. If they're stored in a clear container like this. Oil and nuts get rancid if they're not stored properly. And if you've ever smelled rancid nuts or oil, it's not a very good smell. Okay, what's next, guys?
Parsley.
Parsley, how much?
3 tablespoons.
3 tablespoons, okay? Look, I just happen to have fresh chopped parsley. The chopping fairy was here yesterday. 1, 2, 3. Isn't that pretty already? I love the contrast of colors when you're eating healthy. That's a very important part of food, is for food to be beautiful. Okay, what next am I doing? Tahini. Okay, what's tahini?
Okay.
Sesame seeds.
Yeah, you got it.
That's using olive oil.
Pure sesame seeds. Exactly right.
Is that fattening?
Nuts, all nuts and seeds have fat in them. That's where you get your good fats from, your monounsaturated fats. So yes, they are fattening, but that's the good fat. So when a dietitian says to you, replace your meat and beef and dairy saturated fat with good fats, this is the fat we're talking about. The olive oil and the nuts and the seeds, the fat from your fish.
That's a very important thing. You know, one of the things people say, they see me eating nuts and butter and things like that. And for those of you who are in our lean program, you heard me say that I've lost 50 pounds and I've kept it off. And I eat healthy fats, but what I don't eat anymore is the junk food, because you can't eat the junk food and the healthy fats, because what will happen? Too much, get fat, that's right. Too much fat, okay? So I'm adding the tahini. Thank you. You're awesome. And then the juice fairy came. So what am I doing next? Lemon juice. 2 tablespoons. You don't want to store citrus juice in metal. Okay? It has an etching effect on the metal. How many tablespoons? 2. Okay? And then what now? Cumin. That surprised me. Oh, it's brand new.
I used up all the cumin.
So we're going to use our
Anybody want to smell what cumin? Does everyone know what cumin smells like?
What is cumin?
It's a seed. It's a spice. I'm gonna let you smell it. No.
Smell it? Like you smell it?
It's used in Mediterranean foods, Middle Eastern. It gives a little.
Oh, okay. Would you like to smell it? Awesome, excuse me. One tablespoon, right? Oh, I would really mess that up, wouldn't I? Okay.
And then you're gonna add some water. I'm gonna add those 3 tablespoons.
Then you put that all in the food processor, lock it down. You have to make sure that you have all your parts and pieces in the food processor together correctly, or the food processor won't process. Yes,
Use
sir.
a blender?
You could use your blender for this.
I don't have a food processor at home. I have a KitchenAid blender, which is a heavy-duty blender, and it does different things like make paste or chop ice. They're a little expensive. They're about $100, but I use my blender every single day. If you're going to use an appliance every single day, you probably need to spend a little bit more money on it so that it works well.
You know what else you can use? Does anybody have a Braun handheld mixer? You can get that really inexpensive. And it can be both, it's okay, it can be both a blender, a chopper, and you can cook your soups and stick it right in the pot and puree all your soups. For 15 or on sale less, you can, that's a great, great instrument to have in the kitchen. All right, and this is the final product. There's cucumbers and
Here you go. And these are actually homemade crackers. They're wheat-free. They're actually made out of almond butter.
Is anybody,
Pretty
does
good.
anybody have a nut allergy?
Yeah, we use nuts in our kitchen, so
These are made out of almonds. The crackers are homemade crackers that are actually made out of almond butter. They're wheat-free.
I don't know if I have corn, but let's see if you don't have. You want one? I just did,
I was going to recommend a good restaurant.
would anybody like to try a cracker that's not made with flour? Oh, yeah. Would you like to try? I have clean hands, so